In the distant reaches of the Andromeda Galaxy, a planet named Ilara flourished with iridescent jungles, crystalline rivers, and skies that shimmered with auroras even during the day. The inhabitants of this world, the Elysians, were beings of ethereal beauty, with skin that sparkled like stardust and eyes as deep and captivating as the cosmos. Among them was a young woman named Seraphina, whose beauty was renowned across the stars. Yet, for all her grace and allure, Seraphina was blind from birth. Her world was a tapestry of sounds, scents, and textures, but the vibrant beauty of Ilara remained a mystery to her. Seraphina's blindness was not considered a defect among the Elysians. Instead, it was seen as a unique connection to the universe's deeper energies. Yet, Seraphina longed to see. She dreamed of witnessing the dancing lights in the sky and the shimmering hues of the forests that she had only heard described. Her people revered her for her otherworldly beauty and inner strength, but Seraphina felt incomplete, yearning for a sight she never knew. On a neighboring planet, Earth, Dr. Adrian Cole was a renowned ophthalmologist. His expertise in restoring sight had made him famous, but his passion lay in the possibility of breaking the barriers of human knowledge. Dr. Cole was restless, constantly searching for new frontiers where his skills could bring light to those trapped in darkness. When a strange message reached Earth, a call for help from beyond the stars, Dr. Cole felt an irresistible pull. The message spoke of a young woman on a distant planet who longed to see, a challenge that no earthly doctor had ever faced. Driven by curiosity and compassion, Dr. Cole accepted the invitation, joining a coalition of scientists and explorers on a mission to Ilara. The journey through the cosmos was fraught with wonder and peril. Dr. Cole marveled at the endless expanses of space, each star a beacon of untold stories and mysteries. When they finally arrived, Ilara surpassed all expectations. Its beauty was overwhelming, a living masterpiece of nature and harmony. The Elysians greeted the Earthlings with open arms, intrigued by these visitors from another world. Seraphina, curious and hopeful, met Dr. Cole in the great crystal hall of her people. Despite her blindness, she felt an immediate connection to the human doctor. His voice was calm and reassuring, his presence radiating a kindness she had never encountered. Dr. Cole, on the other hand, was mesmerized by Seraphina. Her beauty was unparalleled, but it was her courage and grace that truly captivated him. He understood the magnitude of the challenge before him. Elysians were biologically different from humans, their eyes operating on frequencies and wavelengths that were still a mystery to Earth's science. Yet, Dr. Cole was determined to help Seraphina see the world she had only known through other senses. The days that followed were a blend of discovery and collaboration. Dr. Cole worked closely with Elysian healers, learning their ancient methods and combining them with Earth's advanced technology. Together, they developed a procedure unlike anything ever attempted. It was a delicate blend of science and Elysian energy, aimed at awakening the dormant sight within Seraphina. As the procedure approached, Seraphina felt a mix of fear and excitement. The idea of seeing for the first time was overwhelming. Would it be as beautiful as she imagined? Would she be able to handle the flood of new sensations? Dr. Cole was by her side, offering comfort and encouragement. He assured her that no matter the outcome, she would always have his support. The day of the surgery arrived, and the crystal hall was transformed into a sanctuary of hope. The Elysians gathered in silent anticipation, their collective energy focused on Seraphina. Dr. Cole's hands were steady, his mind sharp as he guided the intricate process. The room was filled with a soft, otherworldly glow as Elysian energy merged with human innovation. Hours passed, each moment a testament to the power of unity and determination. Finally, the procedure was complete. Seraphina lay still, her eyes bandaged, as the room held its breath. Dr. Cole stayed with her, his heart pounding with hope and fear. The following days were a blur of recovery and anticipation. Seraphina's bandages were to be removed gradually, allowing her eyes to adjust to the new sensations. The first time light entered her eyes, Seraphina was overwhelmed. Tears streamed down her face as she tried to make sense of the colors and shapes around her. Dr. Cole was there, his hand gently holding hers. He guided her through the process, helping her to focus and understand what she was seeing. For the first time, Seraphina saw the world she had only dreamed of. The shimmering forests, the crystalline rivers, and the glowing skies unfolded before her, each sight more breathtaking than the last. But it was Dr. Cole's face that left the deepest impression. His kind eyes, his gentle smile, and the warmth he radiated made her heart swell with gratitude and affection. In that moment, Seraphina realized that sight was more than just seeing the world. It was about truly connecting with those around her. As Seraphina's vision improved, so did her bond with Dr. Cole. They spent days exploring Eilara together, her newfound sight bringing a fresh perspective to everything she had known. She showed him the hidden wonders of her world, while he shared stories of Earth and its people. Their friendship blossomed into something deeper, a connection that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. The Elysians celebrated Seraphina's transformation, marveling at the miracle that had been achieved. Yet, amidst the joy, Dr. Cole faced a difficult decision. His mission was complete, and it was time to return to Earth. The thought of leaving Eilara and Seraphina was painful, but his duty called him home. On the eve of his departure, Seraphina and Dr. Cole shared a quiet moment beneath the aurora-filled sky. She thanked him for giving her the gift of sight, her eyes reflecting the cosmic lights above. Dr. Cole, in turn, thanked her for showing him the true beauty of the universe. Their time together had changed them both, leaving an indelible mark on their souls. As the Earthling ship prepared to leave, Seraphina and Dr. Cole exchanged a final embrace. They knew their paths were diverging, but their hearts would forever be connected by the extraordinary journey they had shared. Dr. Cole promised to return one day, and Seraphina vowed to wait for him, her eyes now open to the endless possibilities of the universe. As the ship soared into the stars, Seraphina watched, her heart full of hope. She knew that the future was uncertain, but the bond they had forged was unbreakable. And in that moment, under the shimmering skies of Eilara, she saw not just the beauty of her world, but the limitless potential of love and connection that spanned the cosmos. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Life on Eilara gradually settled back into its serene rhythm, but for Seraphina, everything felt different. She now saw the world with fresh eyes, each detail a new wonder. The shimmering leaves of the crystal trees, the way sunlight refracted through the crystalline rivers, and the subtle hues of the auroras were sources of endless fascination. Yet, amidst all this newfound beauty, a part of her heart remained tethered to the stars, to the distant Earth, and to Dr. Cole. Seraphina became a beacon of inspiration for her people. Her story spread across Eilara and even beyond, carried on the winds of intergalactic travelers. Elysians and other beings from nearby systems came to see the woman who had regained her sight through the merging of Elysian and human ingenuity. They came to learn, to be inspired, and to seek their own transformations, whatever they might be. Despite the constant flow of visitors and admirers, Seraphina found solace in the quieter moments. She often retreated to a secluded grove near her home, where she would sit by a crystalline pond that mirrored the sky above. Here, she would think of Dr. Cole, recalling his gentle voice, his kind eyes, and the warmth of his touch. The grove became her sanctuary, a place where she felt closest to him, even across the vastness of space. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Dr. Cole had resumed his work, but his mind often drifted to Eilara and Seraphina. The memories of their time together were vivid, filling his thoughts as he continued his medical research. His colleagues noticed the change in him, a newfound depth of empathy and a broader perspective on the potential of interspecies collaboration. Dr. Cole had not only brought light to Seraphina's world but also carried back with him a piece of her spirit, which inspired his every endeavor. Driven by the promise he had made to Seraphina, Dr. Cole began working on plans to return to Eilara. He knew that Earth's technology alone wouldn't be enough to bridge the distance or the complexities of interstellar travel on a personal scale. So, he reached out to the scientific communities that had been involved in the initial mission, seeking ways to make the journey more accessible and sustainable. His passion ignited a movement among Earth's scientists and engineers, sparking a collaborative effort to build a more permanent connection between their worlds. Months passed, and the project gained momentum. Advances in propulsion technology, powered by Elysian energy principles, made the dream of regular interstellar travel a reality. Dr. Cole's heart swelled with anticipation as the launch date of the first Earth Eilara shuttle approached. This time, it wasn't a one-time expedition but the beginning of a lasting link between the two planets. On the day of the shuttle's departure, Seraphina stood on a cliff overlooking the Eilara spaceport, her heart racing with hope and excitement. Word had spread that Dr. Cole would be among the first passengers, and the entire planet seemed to hold its breath in anticipation. The skies above were alive with auroras, as if the cosmos itself celebrated this reunion. The shuttle descended gracefully, its sleek form glowing with the combined technology of Earth and Eilara. As it touched down, a wave of energy rippled through the gathered crowd, a shared sense of history in the making. The doors opened, and the Earth delegation stepped out, led by Dr. Cole, his eyes scanning the crowd until they found Seraphina. Their eyes met, and for a moment, time seemed to stand still. Seraphina's breath caught in her throat as she saw him, unchanged yet somehow different, carrying the weight of their shared experiences. Dr. Cole moved toward her, his steps quickening until they stood face to face. Without a word, they embraced, the distance between their worlds vanishing in that single profound moment. The reunion was met with cheers and tears from the Elysians, who had come to view Dr. Cole as a hero and a friend. But for Seraphina and Dr. Cole, it was a deeply personal triumph, a culmination of their shared journey that had begun with a simple act of kindness and blossomed into something far greater. In the days that followed, Seraphina and Dr. Cole spent every moment together, exploring Eilara anew through her eyes. She showed him the hidden wonders of her world, the places she had only recently discovered with her newfound sight. Together, they traversed the crystal forests, swam in the shimmering rivers, and lay beneath the stars, weaving dreams for the future. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, their love transcending the boundaries of their worlds. They spoke of the future, not as separate beings from distant planets, but as partners united by a love that defied the vastness of space. Dr. Cole shared his vision of a future where Earth and Eilara would be connected, where knowledge, culture, and friendship could flow freely between the two civilizations. As the connection between Earth and Eilara solidified, Dr. Cole's dream began to take shape. Collaborative projects blossomed, enriching both worlds. Elysians traveled to Earth to share their ancient wisdom, while Earthlings brought their technological advancements to Eilara. The exchange of ideas and cultures became a testament to the power of unity and the limitless potential of mutual respect. In this era of interstellar cooperation, Seraphina and Dr. Cole became symbols of hope and love. Their story inspired generations, a testament to what could be achieved when kindness and courage guided the way. They continued to work side by side, nurturing the bond between their worlds, never forgetting the journey that had brought them together. And as they stood beneath the auroras of Eilara, hand in hand, they knew that their story was far from over. The universe, vast and mysterious, was theirs to explore, together, forever bound by the light they had brought into each other's lives. As the connection between Earth and Eilara deepened, Seraphina and Dr. Cole became the cornerstone of a new era. They found themselves not only as pioneers of love and unity between their worlds, but also as leaders in shaping the future of interstellar relations. Their efforts transformed from personal to planetary, with their bond serving as the guiding light for countless others who wished to bridge the gap between the stars. The construction of a grand interstellar embassy, located on a floating island in the skies of Eilara, symbolized this newfound alliance. The island, a marvel of both Elysian and Earth engineering, shimmered with crystals that absorbed and reflected light in endless hues. It became the meeting place for diplomats, scientists, artists, and visionaries from both planets, all working toward a shared destiny. Seraphina, with her wisdom and grace, was appointed as Eilara's ambassador, a role she embraced with fervor. Her once blind eyes, now filled with light and knowledge, became the beacon for her people, guiding them through this uncharted era. Dr. Cole, deeply respected and beloved, acted as the liaison from Earth, ensuring that the cooperation remained rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Together, they led initiatives that went beyond mere diplomacy. Educational exchanges flourished, with Elysian students traveling to Earth's universities to study human sciences and arts, while Earthlings marveled at the Elysian way of life, steeped in harmony with nature and the cosmos. They also spearheaded environmental projects, blending Elysian eco-consciousness with Earth's technological prowess to heal damaged ecosystems on both planets. Despite the grandeur of their responsibilities, Seraphina and Dr. Cole cherished their private moments. Each evening, they would retreat to their favorite grove, the crystalline pond a constant witness to their growing love. It was here that they dreamed of their future, a life intertwined not just by duty but by the deep connection they had nurtured since the day they first met. One evening, under the glow of a particularly vibrant aurora, Dr. Cole knelt beside the pond, a small, intricately carved box in his hand. The box, crafted from Elysian crystal and engraved with earthly symbols, was a fusion of their worlds, just like their love. He opened it to reveal a ring, its stone glowing with the energy of both planets. "Seraphina," he said, his voice steady but filled with emotion, "from the moment I met you, you have been the light in my life. Together, we've seen the impossible become possible, and I can't imagine a future without you by my side. Will you marry me, and continue this journey, not just as ambassadors of our worlds, but as partners in life?" Tears welled in Seraphina's eyes, her heart overwhelmed by the depth of his words. She knelt beside him, her hands trembling as they reached for his. "Adrian," she whispered, using his first name with a familiarity that made his heart soar. "Yes, 1,000 times yes. You have given me not just the gift of sight, but a world full of endless wonders. I want to explore every one of them with you." Their embrace under the glowing aurora became the most cherished memory of their lives, a promise sealed by the stars themselves. The news of their engagement spread across both planets, celebrated as the ultimate union of Earth and Eilara. Plans for their wedding became a shared project, blending the traditions of both worlds in a ceremony that would stand as a symbol of unity. The wedding day arrived with a celestial alignment that filled the skies with a rare and stunning display of light. Delegations from every corner of Earth and Eilara gathered on the floating island embassy, which had been transformed into a sanctuary of love and hope. The ceremony, held beneath an arch of intertwining crystal vines, was presided over by both Elysian elders and earthly leaders, each offering blessings from their respective traditions. As Seraphina walked down the aisle, her gown made of woven stardust and shimmering Elysian silk, the crowd gasped at her beauty. Dr. Cole, standing at the altar, felt as if the entire universe had converged in that moment, bringing them together in the most profound way. When they exchanged vows, their words were simple yet powerful, speaking to the bond they had forged and the future they would build together. Their union was marked not just by the merging of two beings, but by the creation of a legacy that would inspire generations. The Elysians and Earthlings celebrated long into the night, the skies above filled with fireworks that mimicked the natural beauty of Eilara's auroras. Music from both worlds blended in perfect harmony, a testament to the shared joy of this momentous occasion. In the years that followed, Seraphina and Dr. Cole continued their work, now as a married couple. They became parents to a new generation, their children embodying the best of both worlds, curious, compassionate, and driven by the same desire to bridge gaps and build connections. Their family became the heart of the Eilara-Earth Alliance, a living symbol of what could be achieved when love and understanding were at the forefront. As they grew older, Seraphina and Dr. Cole often reflected on their journey. They would sit by the crystalline pond, watching their children and grandchildren play, the echoes of their laughter filling the air. They knew that their story was just one chapter in the greater tale of two worlds united, a tale that would continue to unfold long after they were gone. And though the universe remained vast and full of mysteries, Seraphina and Dr. Cole had found their place within it. Side by side, their love lighting the way for others to follow. As the years passed, Seraphina and Dr. Cole witnessed the profound impact of their work and love. The connection between Earth and Eilara grew stronger, weaving a tapestry of shared progress, culture, and mutual understanding. The alliance they had helped forge blossomed into a peaceful coexistence, with new projects and innovations continuously emerging from the collaboration of the two worlds. Their children, a beautiful blend of Elysian grace and human ingenuity, became the embodiment of this unity. Each of them carved their own paths, driven by the values instilled in them by their parents. The eldest, Elysian, followed in Seraphina's footsteps, becoming a diplomat with a talent for bridging differences with empathy and wisdom. Their son, Cale, inherited Dr. Cole's scientific mind, dedicating his life to advancing interstellar medicine, ensuring that no being, regardless of their origin, would suffer from ailments that could be cured through their collective knowledge. The youngest, Lyra, possessed an artist's soul, her works capturing the essence of both worlds. Her paintings and sculptures, exhibited across the galaxy, depicted the merging of Earth and Eilara in breathtaking forms, inspiring countless beings to see the beauty in unity. As their children grew and left their mark on the galaxy, Seraphina and Dr. Cole found joy in their quieter moments, cherishing the simplicity of a life well lived together. They spent their days exploring the wonders of Eilara, visiting places they had not yet seen, and rediscovering the magic of their world through each other's eyes. One day, while walking through the crystalline forest that had become their sanctuary, Seraphina and Dr. Cole came across a grove they had never encountered before. It was serene, with ancient trees whose branches seemed to touch the stars. In the center, a pool of water shimmered with a light that pulsed gently, as if echoing the heartbeat of the universe itself. They sat by the pool, their hands intertwined, and Seraphina gazed into its depths. "It's as if the universe placed this here for us," she whispered, her voice filled with awe. Dr. Cole smiled, his gaze fixed on her. "Perhaps it did," he said softly. "Every step we've taken has led us to this moment, to this place. It feels right." They sat in silence for a while, the tranquility of the grove enveloping them. It was a moment of reflection, a pause in their journey where they could see the entirety of their lives, the challenges, the triumphs, the love that had carried them through it all. They knew that they had achieved something extraordinary, not just for themselves, but for their worlds. As the days turned into years, their love continued to be the guiding star for both Earth and Eilara. The alliance flourished, with new generations growing up in a galaxy where differences were celebrated, and cooperation was the norm. The interstellar embassy on the floating island became a symbol of enduring peace, its halls filled with the voices of countless beings who came together to learn, share, and grow. Even as they grew older, Seraphina and Dr. Cole remained active, their wisdom sought after by leaders and dreamers alike. They became mentors to many, their home a beacon of guidance and inspiration. The Crystal Grove, where they had shared so many memories, became a place of pilgrimage for those who wished to understand the depth of their journey. One evening, as the stars began to fill the sky, Seraphina and Dr. Cole sat once more by the crystalline pond. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, and the gentle hum of Eilara's life surrounded them. Seraphina leaned her head on Dr. Cole's shoulder, her voice a soft murmur. "We've come so far, Adrian," she said, her eyes reflecting the starlight. "And yet, it feels like there's still so much more to see, to do." Dr. Cole kissed the top of her head, his heart full. "As long as we're together, Seraphina, I'll be ready for whatever comes next." They sat there, wrapped in the quiet serenity of the night, knowing that their story was not just theirs alone, but a part of a greater narrative that would continue to inspire for generations to come. And as they gazed at the stars, their hands clasped together, they knew that their love had truly transcended the bounds of time and space, leaving an everlasting imprint on the universe, a legacy of light, love, and unity that would shine forever. In the years that followed, Seraphina and Dr. Cole's legacy grew beyond what even they could have imagined. Their lives, filled with love and shared purpose, became stories that parents told their children on both Earth and Eilara. The tale of the blind Elysian woman who gained sight and the kind human doctor who made it possible became a symbol of hope and the limitless potential of compassion. As time passed, their children carried forward the torch of unity. Eliana's diplomatic efforts led to the formation of an intergalactic council where representatives from numerous planets gathered to ensure peace across the galaxy. Her wisdom and empathy, deeply rooted in the teachings of her parents, made her a revered leader whose influence spread far and wide. Cale's advancements in medicine led to breakthroughs that cured diseases thought incurable, his research improving lives on countless planets. His work earned him recognition as one of the greatest medical minds of his era, but he always credited his inspiration to his father's compassionate drive to help others. Lyra's art became a cornerstone of cultural exchange, her creations displayed in galleries and public spaces across multiple systems. Each piece captured the essence of the Alliance, blending the ethereal beauty of Eilara with the dynamic energy of Earth. Her art was not just visual but a sensory experience, evoking emotions that transcended language and species. For Seraphina and Dr. Cole, life's pace slowed, but the love they shared remained as vibrant as ever. They often visited the floating embassy, where they were honored as the founding figures of the Earth-Eilara alliance. Young ambassadors and students would seek their counsel, eager to hear stories of the early days when the two worlds first connected. One day, as they walked through the embassy gardens, a place they had helped design with elements from both their planets, Seraphina paused, her gaze lifting to the sky. The auroras danced in familiar patterns, casting a gentle glow over the landscape. "Adrian," she said softly, turning to him, "do you ever wonder about what lies beyond even this? Beyond what we've seen and built?" Dr. Cole smiled, his eyes warm with understanding. "I do. The universe is vast, and we've only touched a small part of it. But I've learned that wherever we go, whatever we discover, it's the journey with you that matters most." Seraphina reached for his hand, their fingers intertwining as they continued their walk. They were content with the knowledge that their lives had been filled with purpose and love, yet they also felt the pull of the unknown, a reminder that the cosmos still held endless mysteries waiting to be explored. As the years passed, their hair turned silver, and their steps became slower, but their spirits remained youthful. They often sat by the crystalline pond in their beloved grove, reflecting on their lives. The grove had become a sanctuary not just for them, but for all who sought wisdom and peace. Visitors from distant worlds would come to the grove, leaving offerings of gratitude and seeking inspiration from the place where their love story had flourished. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of gold and violet, Seraphina and Dr. Cole rested by the pond. The air was filled with the soft chirping of Eilara's night creatures, and the water reflected the first stars of the evening. Seraphina looked at Dr. Cole, her eyes still as vibrant and filled with wonder as the day she first gained her sight. "Adrian, do you think the stars will remember us?" Dr. Cole gently squeezed her hand, his gaze meeting hers with a deep tenderness. "I believe they will, Seraphina. Not because of what we've done, but because of the love we've shared. Love like ours leaves an imprint on the universe, a light that never fades." They sat in silence, the weight of their years resting gently upon them, yet filled with the satisfaction of lives fully lived. The stars above shone brighter that night, as if acknowledging the love story that had bridged worlds and touched the hearts of so many. When dawn broke, Seraphina and Dr. Cole were found side by side, their hands still clasped, their faces serene. They had slipped into the next great adventure together, leaving behind a legacy of unity and love that would echo through the ages. Their passing was mourned by both Earth and Eilara, yet it was also celebrated as the culmination of a beautiful journey. Monuments were erected in their honor, and the grove where they had spent so many of their cherished moments became a sacred place, a living testament to the power of love and the possibilities of the universe. Their children, now leaders in their own right, carried on their work, ensuring that the bond between Earth and Eilara grew ever stronger. And the tale of Seraphina and Dr. Cole continued to inspire countless beings across the stars, a reminder that even in the vastness of space, love could light the way, guiding hearts and minds toward a future of endless possibilities. As the years turned into centuries, the story of Seraphina and Dr. Cole became a cherished legend, passed down through generations across Earth, Eilara, and beyond. Their love and legacy lived on in the flourishing alliance between the two worlds, a bond that had inspired countless others to seek unity, understanding, and peace. The grove where they had spent their final moments became a sacred site, visited by pilgrims who came to honor the couple who had bridged the stars with their compassion. Monuments in both worlds stood as symbols of their enduring impact, etched with the words, "Love knows no bounds, and through it, we are forever connected." Their children and descendants continued their mission, spreading the values of empathy, cooperation, and innovation. The alliance they had founded grew to include other worlds, creating a vast network of civilizations united by the ideals Seraphina and Dr. Cole had championed. Their story became a beacon of hope, reminding all who heard it that love could conquer distance, that understanding could overcome differences, and that together, even the most impossible dreams could be realized. And as the stars continued to shine down on the worlds they had united, it was said that the light of Seraphina and Dr. Cole's love still danced among the heavens, a guiding light for all who dared to dream.